the city, I don't want to be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you got to hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call, for real. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Breno Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life?
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And a little floater there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. There he goes right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. And his first look is incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And now it's second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Coleman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. They'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Like 80, like 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They hand off to their big tight end. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. To throw now in his own end zone. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because there's confidence.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. This is Coleman. Takes this to the 27, giving 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And give them a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Cameron Jordan with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And Gould is able to put it through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
No matter the week, no matter the team, you're going to hear coaches wax nostalgic for big tight ends that can control the edge of the line of scrimmage. Well, sometimes you don't have a tight end in the game, so now you're looking at your tackles. Can they control the perimeter? Make sure that that gets sealed off so there's no penetration off of the edge. If they're able to do that, that's why a toss play is successful. Because once they get to the edge, they can pick and choose their spot, which way to run, whether it's deep outside or cutting it back inside to pick up big yardage. On that play, they controlled the edge so well, they picked up an excellent chunk of yardage.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more after this. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Back to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D. Ford in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
An update from Denver. It's the Chiefs out to an early lead over the Broncos. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Saints on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll look to throw here. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Detroit! Gone!
They're going to look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll set up a throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Hot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that. But I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their 1st possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
No, check, Patriot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. D. Ford in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Leopard!
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Finding room at the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give. This is Kamara. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Meredith. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the football. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on third down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Back to throw here. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And his kick is right through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Black 80! What 80?
They will run again with Coleman. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, Garoppolo drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Garoppolo now. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got you.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, down to about the 22 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Niners on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for New Orleans, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.